Hello and good evening and Merry Christmas from Theme Park Snacks. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. As you can see, I'm not actually out at a theme park and I'm at home. And today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about the Christmas experiences that we did with our children this year. Because money's tight. Money's been tight for people for quite a long time, and one of the things we want to do is we want to be able to get the best out of our money, don't we? So we did two experiences. We did one at Legoland Windsor, and we also did one at Land of Light, Gulliver's in Milton Keynes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up a bit of footage that I've managed to take from both of those, and then I'm just going to talk about both experiences afterwards. So the first video, this was Legoland Windsor, and as you can see, what they've done is they've really worked hard to make it feel like you've been transported to the North Pole to see Santa, and that I felt was a nice touch. You started off in the sort of holding area, little bit of a cattle pen, but you were undercover out of the way. With a bit of Christmas music in the background, and that was quite pleasant. And then we go through some curtains and out into that winter landscape, as you could see, and it was all quite nice. You follow your elf down through the trees, and they take you on a merry little walk around, and the way they try and do it is to try and avoid other families that are in there at the same time as you. So you'll have seen a group go in ahead of you, say a minute or so before. And one of the things they try to do is take you on a slightly different route so that families that are leaving don't bump into families that are coming in and vice versa. It doesn't always work, just because there are quite a few houses set up. So I have said this video isn't for kids. There are multiples of the big man himself in different houses, depending on which one you get taken to. So just bear that in mind in the scheme of things. As you're leaving, it's much the same. Just walked out and taken through a route until you go back through the portal, as they call it, and you're back in Legoland as it was. Now, the experience itself, I thought it was quite good. You wait, you knock, you go in. The children have stools to sit on, because obviously we don't do sitting on Santa's lap anymore. We've come a long way since that in the years gone by. But they'll sit down on the stools, and the Santas tend to be very good at talking to the children and listening to the children, and discussing with them what they'd like most for Christmas, what they're looking forward to. And then it comes round to Santa giving them a little gift itself. Now at Legoland you get a choice of 2 gifts there. So the older children tend to be given a Lego set. So this year it was a Lego 3-in-1, which was the dragon, anglerfish, and I can't for the life of me remember what the other thing was that we were supposed to be able to build. But by the by, it's a 3-in-1 set. The other thing that they can have, so one of my children was slightly upset by the set itself because they'd already had it a couple of years ago from their grandparents. So they got one of the dragons, so Ollie the dragon, the Legoland Windsor mascot. They got given one of those instead, and he was happy to have that as well. And then off we went on our way. One thing I will say with it is they take a picture within in the house, in the hut, using their camera. It's not really mentioned whether or not you can use your own to take some pictures whilst you're in there. But a lot of it's been geared up to them making money as much as possible. And in true fashion, once you're transported back to Legoland, it's straight through the gift shop, which is the photo booth, where they display your picture. You hand over a QR code or a barcode, and then they show you your picture and show you the bundles that you can have with it, which is basically amounts to, do you want to pay £25 or 30 odd quid for a digital print and a bauble esque ornament. You can have a snow globe made, you can have it printed as a sort of 8-inch, 9-inch picture as well. For me, that's quite an expense, and they don't allow you to use the Merlin discount on that, which I think's a little bit naff. When you consider that they'll allow you to use the discount to actually purchase the Santa experience in the first place. You have the option of having a Merlin Pass Santa experience, which knocks a few quid off of it in the first place. So the fact that they let you do that there, but then don't let you do that when you're buying the pictures, it just feels like they're profiteering for the sake of profiteering, and that kind of rubs you up the wrong way, really, you know. And it's not like it was cheap. £25, £30 for a printed picture, you know, and in the bulk quantities that they're buying, the baubles, the snow globes, even the ornaments, they could afford to do it a bit cheaper, I think, than what they're actually doing it as. So from that side of things, that wasn't very good. But I do think that the experience itself leading up to that was good. So now I'm going to talk about the Land of Lights and their Ho Ho Glow ticket. This one itself really wasn't, again, too badly priced. I think the access to Land of Lights plus the Ho Ho Glow was somewhere in the region of about £40, I think. I'll flash it up with the correct information in a second when I look it up. The area that you wait in, that's the bit that sort of gets me with this one. So you can see from the clip that you'll kind of walk into the attraction, and then where the Santa experience is right at the start. So you're kind of in this area where a lot of people are congregating because they've paid to see Santa with the children, but people are trying to walk past to actually go into Land of Lights. There's one entrance, so that I felt wasn't particularly good, especially because they've given you time slots, but they're falling behind on the time slots quite quickly. We had a 5 o'clock one. I think by the time we were there, queued up, got through the queue, gone in and actually seen Santa and left, it was about 20 to 6. So it had taken about 40 minutes in total, nearly 50 minutes, because we were about 10 minutes early. So that's something just to bear in mind if you have got young children. There can be a little bit of a wait before you go in. For me, it was a bit of a negative. For my wife, she actually quite liked it. But whilst you're waiting, right in front of you is a window with the curtains drawn, and you can see in, and you can see the families in there with Santa. So you can see Santa sat there from the moment that you walk into the attraction. From the moment you start queuing, you can see him. Now, I say my wife thought this was good because it was like the excitement building for the children. Whereas for myself, I didn't really like it as much because I felt what it did is it detracted from the privacy of it. It's feeling special that you were the ones in there seeing Santa. So it's sort of swings and roundabouts. It's however you truly feel about it yourself. But all in all, that's the way they've chosen to do it. I've said in the video with the Land of Lights, one of the nice things was the actual the soundtrack in the background was quite rocky, so I quite enjoyed that. So that helped pass the time anyway for me. Going inside, Santa himself, I would say probably on the balance a little bit more interactive with the children. So really took time to talk, listen. My children had like Yoshi plushies and Charizard plushies that they're taken with them to walk around with. And Santa asked them specifically about those, and then actually had the knowledge to be able to talk about the characters, where they've come from, who they're friends with, like Charizard actually being the latter stages of Charmeleon, etc., and Charmander. So that side of things was actually really good. Now, there were some stalls, but my children for some reason decided it was a great idea to sit in the dog bed to the side, but they fit on that and they were happy. So you know, there is that side of things. One of the things to note with this experience itself, and you'll see in the pictures that what they've done is they've set it up so that there's a bag of toys for children, and Santa refers to it as he's got some baby reindeer that need looking after. So it's all quite pleasant, and he's helped them have names, helps the children name them, and also talks about their personalities a little bit. So he makes it a little bit more interactive for the children deciding which one they want from the bag as well. Whether or not they want a cheeky one, or if they want a funny one, or if they want a quiet reindeer, etc. The sack next to it is for all the people that have their fur babies. And in that, I mean that you can pay to have your dog partake of the experience. And there are squeaky dog toys that Santa will give out to your dog as well. So it's an experience that's actually been designed for children and for pets as well, which in a way is a nice touch. I'd say for the price, I really don't think it was too bad itself. So there we have it. Those were the two experiences that we went to. Now, to say where would I put my money again? For me, just because the lead up to the experience felt that much better, I would say Legoland. I felt transporting you to the North Pole, moving you through the trees, making it so that it was snow covered. It just added that extra touch to the thematic quality of it that made it feel more magical. It's not to say that Land of Lights is bad at any stretch of the imagination. That was a good experience, and the fact that they've made it so that kids can partake, pets can partake as well, I really felt that that was a nice touch. But like I say, for me, for my money, I would do Legoland again over Land of Lights. Anyway, I hope that this video has helped you. It's coming out a little bit late in the month, so I'm not sure that you'll be going to it anytime soon. However, looking forward to 2026, if you were choosing to book one of the experiences, here's an idea of what you can do. Two of the experiences that we did. I really hope this helped. We're a small channel at the moment, so hitting that like, hitting the subscribe button will really, really help us out. Hit the notifications as well if you can do. But from all of us at Theme Park Snacks, thank you for watching this year. We're looking forward to bringing you more content in the new year when the theme parks start to open up more. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and please keep it snacky with Theme Park Snacks.